Look, we get it. The thrill of trading is undeniable, right? You see the charts, the fast moves, the stories about huge wins. But here's the thing. Beneath that exciting surface, there are hidden traps designed specifically to take your money. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back that curtain and show you exactly how to spot these traps before they ever have a chance to spring. Okay, this is a phrase you're going to hear everywhere in trading. Don't be the bag holder. What does it mean? It means don't be the last person stuck holding a worthless asset after everyone else has cashed out. See, for the manipulators to win, they need someone to sell to at the very peak. You become their exit liquidity. Our goal today? To make sure you are never, ever providing that exit for them. So how do these traps actually work? It's so important to understand that the market isn't always a level playing field, not even close. There are very specific, repeatable strategies that predators use against newcomers. Let's break down the anatomy of the most common scams out there. The absolute classic, the pump and dump. Think of it like a two-act play. First, you have the pump. This is where a group secretly buys up a ton of a cheap, obscure stock or crypto that nobody's paying attention to. Then they create a massive, coordinated hype campaign to lure everybody else in. That FOMO drives the price sky high, and that leads directly to Act 2, the dump. They sell all of their shares at the peak, the price completely collapses, and guess who's left holding the bag? Yeah, everybody else. And listen, these days the pump is incredibly sophisticated. This isn't just a few people spreading rumors anymore. We're talking about armies of social media bots, paid influencers, and thousands of coordinated posts all hitting at the same time. It's all designed to create this illusion of a massive organic movement. It's a manufactured runaway train, and their only goal is to get you to jump on right before it goes off the cliff. And the tactics get even sneakier. With spoofing, for instance, a manipulator might place a huge buy order to make it look like demand is surging. That tricks you into buying. But then, a split second later, they cancel their order before it ever goes through. And with wash trading, they're basically just trading with themselves, buying and selling the same asset over and over to create a ton of fake volume, making a dead stock look super exciting. Both tactics are designed to create a completely false reality. Okay, so we know the traps exist. But here's the good news. They always leave clues. They have a signature. Once you learn to spot the red flags, these schemes become so much easier to avoid. And the biggest red flag of all? It's usually the most obvious one. This right here is the clearest sign. Picture a stock that's just quiet. It has very little trading volume day to day. Then suddenly, bam, an enormous vertical spike out of absolutely nowhere. If there's no major news to explain it, no big earnings report, no groundbreaking announcement, that volume is almost certainly artificial. That's your number one red flag, loud and clear. And beyond the charts, you have to listen for the psychological triggers. Are you feeling that intense pressure to get in now or buy before it's too late? That sense of urgency is a weapon. It's designed to make you act emotionally without thinking. Are you seeing the exact same talking points spammed across dozens of different accounts? That's not a coincidence. It's a coordinated campaign. If a stock you've never even heard of suddenly becomes the next big thing overnight, you have to be skeptical. Let's make this one really simple. There are no guarantees in the market. Period. Full stop. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who promises you a guaranteed profit isn't trying to help you. They're trying to sell you something. And what they're usually selling is your own financial ruin. It is the brightest red flag you will ever see. So, how do you fight back? What's the secret? Well, it's not some magic indicator or a secret formula. Your only real defense, the one that can never be taken away from you, is education. Seriously, building your knowledge is the single most profitable trade you will ever make. So where do you even start? Okay, before you risk a single dollar of your own money, here's the playbook. Step 1, go to the official sources, places like SEC.gov or FINRA. Step 2, open a paper trading account. Practice with fake money until you get a real feel for how the market moves. And step 3, maybe the most important, learn how to read a company's financial statements. You have to know what you're actually buying into. You know, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one fundamental truth. The people who get hurt are the ones who rush in, driven by hype and a lack of knowledge. The market will still be here tomorrow, and next week, and next year. So take your time, be patient. Patience is your single greatest asset in this game. And hey, you don't have to just take my word for it. These patterns are everywhere throughout history. Go look at the meme stock events of 2021. Research old penny stock scams from the 90s. Analyze the crypto rug pulls that happen every week. The assets might change, but the playbook? It's identical. Manufactured hype, a sudden price spike, and an inevitable, brutal crash. History gives you the blueprint for what to avoid. And all of this brings us to our final and honestly our most important idea. We need to completely reframe what a win actually looks like when you're just starting out. It's not about hitting that one explosive lottery ticket stock. It's something else entirely. So what is it? What is the single most valuable trade that you could ever possibly make? It's the bad one you avoided, the pump and dump you recognized and stepped away from, the hype train you ignored because you actually did your research. Protecting your capital by just saying no to a bad setup is a much bigger victory than any lucky gamble. That is how you survive in the markets and eventually how you thrive. So I'll leave you with this question. You've now seen the playbook that manipulators use. You know what the traps look like. The real question is, what are you going to do with that knowledge? Are you ready to put in the work to actually learn this craft? Or are you just here to gamble? The choice, and of course the consequences, are all yours.